Hello, good morning everyone. I am Simas Hamal, and today, as a part of my final presentation, I'll be presenting about Nike and giving an overview of the comprehensive strategy for Nike as a company in overall my point of view. And here is the table of contents. In the upcoming slides, I'll be covering up these parts for the Nike. So let's start with a brief introduction of Nike. I guess we are all familiar with the subject Nike, with the company Nike. It has been a long running business since 1964. It was founded as Blue Ribbon Sports by Phil Knight and Bill Bowerman. It became Nike later in 1971, now a global icon, a global tycoon in sportswear industry. It is a global leader in sportswear, footwear and athletic gear. It is known for innovation like Nike Air, Flyknit, Zoom and Nike Air Jordan back in the 1980s. It has a strong brand image, and obviously we all know the iconic "Sus and Just Do It" slogan. They are partners with top athletes and teams around the world like Cristiano Ronaldo, LeBron James, and Michael Jordan, and they are operating in over 170 countries. In regards to mission, vision, and values and goals, Nike's mission is to bring inspiration and innovation to every athlete in the world. They also explain that if you have a body, you are an athlete. This means Nike wants everyone, not just professional players, to feel included and empowered through sports. Talking about their vision, Nike's vision is to move the world forward through the power of sports. They want sports to be a tool for progress, health, and unity. This vision guides their focus on innovation, community building, and sustainability. Now, let's talk about values and goals. Nike focus strongly on innovation, better product technology, performance, helping athletes succeed, sustainability, reducing waste and carbon emissions, diversity and inclusions, and long term growth. Their goals include expanding digital sales, making their supply chain more sustainable, designing better products, and keeping their brand at the top of the global market. Now let's talk about the overall market share and global position. Nike is the number one sportswear company in the world with around 30% market share, and it is the largest compared to other competitors like Adidas, Puma, and Under Armour. Nike has remained the leader because of strong brand image, advanced product technology, asset endorsement, and large global presence. And financially, Nike is massive, as is the company. Its revenue typically ranges around 46 to 50 billion every year. Being so large allows Nike to invest heavily in marketing, research, and global operations, which helps it stay ahead of other companies. Let's move forward to the comprehensive strategy part. And let's start with product, service, and differentiation strategy. The first one is Nike differentiates itself by creating products that combine style, performance, and technology. Their shoes often use advanced cushioning like Air Max, and Zoom Air, lightweight materials like Flyknit, and strong durability. Nike also uses limited edition releases and athlete collaboration like Air Jordan with Michael Jordan or Nike Mercurial with Cristiano Ronaldo to create excitement and exclusivity. Nike's digital services such as Nike Training Club, Nike Run Club add more value by connecting customers to workouts, product drops, and personalized recommendations, some early access, discount vouchers. This combination of product innovation plus style plus brand storytelling makes Nike special compared to other competitors. Popular innovations like Nike Air Jordan, when it was launched back in 1980, it was a huge innovation. It was a disruptive innovation. It changed the entire conception of how sports shoes are presented in the market, how sports shoes should be presented in the market. It gave introduction to signature shoe for celebrities and athletes. It gave introduction to new line of sports shoes, something that resembled a player, something that resembled culture, something that resembled meaning, a purpose of life. Nike Air Jordan did massive when it was launched back in the 1980s. Nike was able to sold 1.5 million pairs in 1 year, and they made about $126 million in revenue just from Air Jordan in 1985. It shows that Nike is heavily invested toward popular innovations. Market entry strategy. Nike uses a global strategy to enter new countries. First, they often sell through local distributors or wholesalers to test the market. Once they understand demand, they open their own stores, websites, and digital apps. They also work with local athletes, influencers, and sports teams to build trust and cultural connection. This approach reduces risk because Nike doesn't invest too heavily until they know a market is promising. Now, as for the pricing strategy, Nike follows a premium pricing strategy, meaning many products are priced higher because of the brand value, technology, and the design it involved. As I said, the Nike Air Jordan that Nike launched in 1985, it was almost sold for $2 million, the most expensive shoe ever sold. So it shows that the Nike places its prices of the product according to the value that the shoe carries. But Nike also sells mid-range and lower price items, like they do sell shoes in at around price of $30, $40 to cater a large number of audience to attack different customer segments. Now, in some countries, Nike does adjust price based on tax because the changes in inflation, changes of economic downturns could impact the tariff rates, taxes rates, which could impact the price of particular product. And also, limited edition shoes are priced even higher due to scarcity and hype. I mean, Nike launches only 100 pairs of shoes, or shoes only launches 10 pairs of shoes, and such shoes have high pricing. And also, another thing that Nike does when it comes to pricing strategy is pricing leadership strategy. Now, what that means is that if Nike is launching product A and it is similar to a product of Adidas, so Nike will try to see what the prices of product that the Adidas is putting in the market. What will Nike do is that they will place their product at a lower price so that they can rule the market and compete in the market and gain the overall competitive advantage. Now let's talk about the global supply chain management. Factories are mostly based in Vietnam, China, Indonesia, and Cambodia. They use this forecasting and technology to manage inventory, and they focus on fast, flexible, and efficient delivery. And they obviously, as all the companies do, they also have a regular factory audit for quality and ethics. As per their website, 67% of strategic supplier facilities demonstrated gender equity in fiscal year 2024, and then 87% of strategic suppliers have developed world-class, safe, and healthy workplaces for the people making their product in fiscal year 2024, and then 75% of strategic supplier facilities are measuring and improving worker engagement in fiscal year 2024. As for the risk management strategy, let's talk first about the political risk management. Political risk includes change in trade laws, tariffs, or unstable government where factories are located. Nike manages this risk by spreading production across multiple countries. This way, if one country faces political issues, Nike can shift production elsewhere. The next one is economic risk management. Economic risks involve inflation, recession, and currency changes. Nike manages this by hedging currency exchange rates, adjusting prices, controlling cost, and focusing on direct-to-consumer sales through Nike stores plus websites, which gives them higher profit margins. Now, let's talk about operational risk management. This includes risks like factory accidents, shipping delays, or labor shortages. Nike reduces these risks through multiple suppliers, strict factory standards, technology for inventory, and logistics management. Now, let's talk about compliance and legal risks. Nike must follow international labor laws, environmental rules, and advertising regulations. They should conduct audits in factories and publish sustainability reports. But Nike still sometimes faces criticism regarding worker conditions, showing the importance of continuous monitoring. Now let's talk about crisis management and business continuity. During crises such as pandemics, natural disasters, or product recalls, Nike uses emergency plans, digital sales channels, and fast communication to keep the business running. For example, during COVID-19, Nike's online sales helped the company survive store closures. Reputation risk management. Nike's reputation is extremely valuable. Issues like labor controversies or misleading environmental claims can damage their trust amongst the public. To manage this, Nike invests in transparent communication, sustainability programs, and community initiatives. Let's talk about technological risk management. As a digital company with applications and online stores, Nike must protect customer data. They invest heavily in cybersecurity, encryption, and system backups. Let's talk about insurance and risk transfer. Nike uses different types of insurance such as property, liability, and cyber insurance to reduce financial losses when unexpected problems occur. Now let's talk about the standardization versus localization part for Nike. When it comes to standardization, the brand message stays the global, like the Swiss iconic logo that the Nike has. Their slogan, the most iconic one, just do it, is same around the entire world. Their core products remain similar worldwide. It doesn't offer different product in America, different product in Asia. It has same product line. The main product stays the same. The quality and the performance standards is same everywhere in every product that the Nike sells over 170 countries. Global ambassadors like Cristiano Ronaldo, LeBron James are used in many markets because they are a global face. They are a major superstar. They are global superstar. They are known by billions of people. So when they use that, it is not just for one part of a country. or one part of a region. It's for the entire world. As for the localization part, they use local athletes in ad. For instance, they use Jamor and a rising NBA player in the NBA, National Basketball Association, which is only popular, who is only popular in America, in the local region of America, like in Memphis. Nike used Ja Morant in their ad to represent the local culture. And as I said, since Nike is spread across 170 countries, their marketing should be adapted to different culture, because what is right in America might not be right in Asia. So they should consider these things. People from different regions have different preferences, so they manage the need accordingly. They also adapt distribution channels accordingly, because as I said, they are operating in many countries, in many regions. So they have to adapt their distribution channel accordingly, which is suitable in which country, how they can distribute their products in an efficient way. And the customer service style is also adjusted according to the people, according to the customer in different regions. Now let's talk about partnerships and alliances. Nike collaborates with athletes, sport teams, universities, designers, and influence. Famous partnerships like Nike, like Air Jordan, or contracts with Cristiano Ronaldo increase brand power and product sales. Nike also partners with factories, sustainability organizations, and tech developers to improve product innovation and supply chain growth. I mean, as I said, Air Jordan partnership, the shoe that was launched back in 1985, was game changing for Nike. And obviously, they are going to partnership with Air Jordan, and now it is doing massive for them as their different product line. Again, endorsement with Michael Jordan, Cristiano Ronaldo, Kylian Mbappe, LeBron James will give out a brand boost to the company, will give them a massive fan following, a massive boost to their image, because these influencers are followed, are idolized by many people. So when you reach through them, when you are trying to connect people with them, you are automatically reaching to those customers easily. And sporting partnerships, as in they make jerseys, football boots, socks for them, and obviously they collaborate with other brands like Dior, Gucci, Chanel. They even collaborated with Apple to launch to launch Apple Watch. So they collaborate with different designers to launch limited edition shoes. As for their marketing strategy, Nike's marketing strategy focuses on storytelling, emotions, and motivation. Their ads often highlight determination, struggle, and achievement. Rather than simply selling a shoe, Nike sells a feeling of empowerment, a feeling of value that the shoe carries, that the product carries. They use social media, athlete stories, brand ambassadors, and big events like the Olympic and the World Cup to connect with the audiences. A common example that comes to my mind when it comes to emotional and motivational storytelling about Nike is that Nike also has hijab in their product line. And while promoting that product, they promote it in a way, in a sense that women, especially in the Middle East region, what they're trying to convey is, their message is that, what they're trying to say is that women are not just meant to be housewives. They are meant to be more than that. I mean, we have heard of stories, we have listened stories that many women who are so talented, who want to do many things, who want to explore the world, are forced to be just housewives and sit there because of the culture in Middle East. Through their ad, Nike was trying to say that people and women can also unleash their talent, unleash what they have in their heart and their mind. Nobody is going to stop them, and they will support them. Now, obviously, when it comes to culturally sensitive topic, they will receive their backlash, because we all are human beings and we think differently. I mean, that is what makes us unique, isn't it? Each of us perceives things differently. When Nike was trying to do the good thing for the women in Middle East, some people are culturally sensitive. Some people might think it differently, take it negatively, or they might say like they are trying to question our culture, they are trying to question our tradition, they are saying that we are wrong. I mean, it's a natural thing to happen whenever you are trying to do something against a culturally sensitive topic. Backlash is tend to going to happen. So there are two sides of the coin that Nike has to delete. A positive side, obviously, they are trying to support women who have been forced to stay as a housewives, and they have also to tackle the backlashes that they have to face. And now let's talk about the communication strategy. Nike communicates through commercials, social media, press releases, apps, and events. Their communication feels inspirational and confident. They speak directly to consumers through personalized notification and emails, especially through their apps. This helps build loyalty and repeated sales. Cultural sensitivity part. Nike makes sure its campaigns and product respect local cultures and traditions. They hire local teams, study cultural preferences, and avoid imagery or messages that may offend people. This sensitivity helps Nike avoid controversies and maintain positive relationship worldwide. Nike is working on reducing its carbon footprint through its Move to Zero program. They use recycled materials like recycled polyester, produced with less waste and aim for environmentally cleaner production. Nike also funds community sports programs and education initiatives. However, Nike still faces pressure from NGOs regarding factory labor issues, which shows sustainability is an ongoing challenge for the company. Other things that the Nike is currently doing as a part of sustainability and CSR, I mean, they have advocated for stronger climate and clean energy policies since 2009. They are tackling the issue of harmful chemical in global textile industry and footwear industry since 2011. They are pledged to not source cotton from Uzbekistan since 2013 because there are rumors that Uzbekistan have forced labor practices. And other are they are empowering indigenous youth through N7 fund, where they are trying to improve sport access and experience for youth, because they believe that a quality coaching and addressing barriers and engaging more youth in sport will produce more talents. And they also have Nike Community Impact Fund and Nike Foundation as well, where they donate different kind of funds for different for people around the world in need. Now let's talk about the human resource management part. Obviously there is succession planning. As for Nike, what they do is that they give employee a long-term job, they train them accordingly, they train their skills accordingly, and nurture them in such a way that once an executive member leaves their position, they can be replaced easily without any slack of differences in the company. I mean, Elliot Hill, who is recently the CEO of Nike, worked there for 32 years before becoming the CEO. So it shows that Nike doesn't just hire someone from outside. They plan their succession, they plan their executive members inside their own facility, inside their own company. And they offers various leadership programs and employee training, and obviously headhunting and talent pool when it comes to hiring exceptional talent that they need for their future or for immediate effect. And they also encourage innovation and skill development, and they are also very active when it comes to employee wellness and equality initiatives. They offer leadership programs and employee training like Evolve, Accelerate, and Running Start. These are the programs that the company is offering to their employees. And as for my personal recommendation part, they should enhance their digital and direct to customer strategies, because they are doing very good at that. 40% of their sales is through their D2C market, D2C strategy. So why not boost that? Why not enhance that? Why not push that? Because it will also give them higher profit margin, because they are selling directly to their customers. There is no third party involved. So they should focus on improving that. They should focus on enhancing that. Why not make things better when you're already doing great at? They should focus on product innovation. I mean, they are already a leader in the global sportswear industry. They have also invested massively when it comes to product innovation. And as I said, how the Nike Air Jordan was a disruptive innovation in the shoe wear industry. And similarly, they have produced many shoes that are very innovative when it comes to the shoe industry or global sportswear industry. So they should focus on that, because market is very dynamic. People tends to change their need and preferences on time to time. So Nike should be very dynamic and should not relax by saying that we have done enough innovation. They should always be trying to experiment new things, and they should obviously improve inventory and supply chain management, because they have been facing issues regarding labor practices. So they should be transparent about that and challenge those issues. And obviously they should maintain brand relevance all around the world. No matter how much they are trying to expand, the quality that they are offering, the values that they are selling must be same. It should not differ from country to country, otherwise it is going to reduce the trust among people. And the cultural connections, they should be very aware of the backlashes that they could face while promoting their ad culturally. So they should be aware about those things as well. And obviously they should invest in technology and consumer insights, which they are doing. I mean, they have recently invested in virtual reality, augmented reality. They should keep investing in those things and be a global leader in the sportswear industry. These are my references, and thank you.